maybe just to give you a bit of my background so that you can understand that I don't understand exactly what's going on now. But in a way, I don't really care. I know that sounds kind of weird, like, what is she anyway? 54 years of this stuff and she doesn't care. I care so much. When I was a child, we didn't have running water. I was born in the Midwest. Of course, we didn't have telephones. We didn't have televisions, born in 1943. They came along. But my mother was from Sicily, Italy. And she was from what they called in those days the old country. And everyone made fun of us in the USA that we were from the old country. Now it's so cool to be from Sicily or Paris or, oh, they're from Paris, they're from here, there. But at the time, if you weren't just white, come over on the Mayflower, then you were from the old country. And we also lived on the wrong side of the tracks. Do you know what that is? The poor side of the tracks, because we didn't have very much money. And I had the best childhood of my life. I didn't come in with major injuries or traumas like so many people. And there weren't psychiatrists and there weren't medicine you could take if you got diagnosed with something. It was an incredible time to be alive. Because we didn't have much money, we had to get very creative. When birthdays came and Christmases came and holidays came and we'd have circuses in the barn and I'd have these competitive barefoot races on stones. And because there were all stones in the road, I always won, by the way. But I had an incredible childhood. I think I did. But maybe I just left all the bad stuff out. I don't know. But I just wanted to say that my mother was, God bless her soul, she'd be like 150 years old now or something like that. She had a little bowl that she had brought from Sicily, and there were 4 kids. And of course, 4 kids, 2 years apart, 2 boys, 2 girls. You fight. You have fights and arguments and all of that. And she had a bowl in this little humble cabinet, and we could hear her when she was going to the bowl. And she'd open up the glass. We knew what was going to come next. It was a little bowl like this. And on the side it said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And she handed us the bowl. And there we were, frozen. These 4 kids that just wanted it like that. But I never forgot that. And I have remembered so many things as a child. And there's so many crazy things in my life. Took more LSD than probably all of you combined. That took so much I didn't even know I was on it or not. Did I take LSD? No, I was a wackadoodle. I was a real wackadoodle. But I wanted to know God. I wasn't taking it for entertainment. I wasn't taking it. I would fast, take it because I wanted to know God. And if I didn't know God, I didn't want to be alive. And that's what I got down to. I never did yoga. I never did meditation. Those words, people didn't know the difference between yoga and yogurt. It did not exist. Yogurt didn't exist either. But anyways, I believe in destiny, and you all have great destinies. Otherwise, you would not be sitting here on the banks of the Ganga. It almost makes me want to cry. You have been chosen. I don't like that word, you're the chosen ones, because I think that's kind of bullshit. You just came, it was your calling, you heard it, you came. Some of you are still searching, I understand. Some of you are more evolved and have done more of the work to know you're in the right place at the right time, and now our duty. The Aquarian Age came 2012. We thought that the skies are going to open and peace and love would come and the whole world would walk as Jesus walked. Well, this is the storm right now. That was 12 years ago. This is the time we must go through. There's really nothing wrong. Everything's right now. Media is insane. You can't trust anybody. People lie all the time. It's the norm to lie. Did you know that? If you're not lying, you're not being. That's why every social media, you don't know anything, and everybody's busy trying to know about everybody else. I don't even know how to use a computer, and I'm not embarrassed. I've got my husband. He does. Secondly, all that social media stuff, I know I'm on it, but there's a beautiful gal we've got, Das Panamani in San Diego. People send photos to her, she puts it up, she puts a little saying, it's so cute. So people say, were you on with this? And the likes, I have never in my life thought something would come to this. The likes, that is so much. The likes, you get 60 likes or 60,000 likes, or you don't get any likes. Well, then I'm something. Oh, I've got to be something. You go back and forth with these likes. Who cares who likes you? I mean, you don't even know them anymore. I'm telling you, this country, this world has gone nuts, but people want to know. Basic things. People want to love, and they want to be loved. It's so simple. And if you, as yogis and yoginis and teachers, take it down to some basic principles. I remember when our teacher, Yogi Bhajan, no one came to his first class. You know what he did? He taught it anyway. And I've gone through the periods of how many people are in class and all this stuff when we had golden bridges in New York and LA and everything. At my age, at 80, going on 82, Swamiji said 84. That was cute, but the point is, start not caring about if people like you or they don't like you, or how many, what do you call it, hits you get on your social media, and all this stuff. People just are there on the bridge with that thing, filming themselves. Everyone's filming themselves. Like, what does everything come to? So, when you go back to wherever you go back, if you don't know how to pray, learn how to pray now. If you don't know how to meditate, contemplate getting up before the sun comes up. That was one of our basis teachers. We get up 3, 2, 4 in the morning, but we get up there to say to the sun, thank you. Thank you for coming up again for us. Because we're such naughty little nuts down here. You can learn so much from the animals. You want to learn a lot here in Rishikesh? We have a big story about the gray monkeys. I won't go into it. When they used to live way up, they never came down. And then they saw the red butt monkeys, and they were getting everything from the tourists and eating garbage. So now they're down, but they've still kept their gentleness. And I bought 3 boxes of popcorn to go across the bridge to share with people, but they ended up eating them all. They took the box, feeding them to their babies. It's time to just wake up, be here, be thankful, get up every morning. I have an older friend at the Golden Temple, and she said one day to me last year, she says, every day, she's not a yogi, she's just a kind, nice person, and my feet touch the ground on the floor. I say, thank you, God, for another day. If your lives are all complicated, say to yourself, how can I make them more simple? How can I slow down? How can I see what's around me? And what will happen to you? People will start noticing. If you're at the airport, if you're walking in your town, your city, any place in the world, they'll come to you or they'll watch you. And they might have time to talk. Say, you seem so calm. What do you do? And then at that point you can say, well, whatever you do. I do yoga or I pray. And if you have an opportunity to tell people, giving them left nostril breathing, like on the airplane. I'll end with one more story of how just little teeny things. We were checking in at where they check all your stuff to see who you are and everything at the airport. There was a day you didn't have to do that stuff, And this lady, She was a woman of color, and she looked very tired. And I think it was the end of her shift in some airport, someplace in the world. And she was checking all the, wherever they check the passports and everything. And I said, "Thank you, God bless you." Well, she looked up, I'll never forget this. She took her glasses off, she had tears in her eyes, and she says, "Thank you. I needed to hear that." We never know how much we touch people. Just passing them, smiling, and if you can afford to hug, like we've been hugging all week. Just little things. Start with little things. And perhaps in the morning just say thank you for this day, and how may